All right, we got it.
Recording in progress.
All right, so we good there? We good? All right. So, today is March 13th, 2022. March 13th, 2022. Today we are talking about on Sunday Bars, and welcome to Sunday Bars. Today we are talking about gaining, maintaining, and upgrading mine or yours or our best self-confidence and our best self-esteem. Okay? So gaining, maintaining, and upgrading our best self-esteem and our best confidence. Okay? So, are you displaying your best compatible self to your public or to the public? Something we need to think about. So here we go. Since all of this is happening in our mind, are you ready for more mind? Are you ready for more mind? So-called scientific research claims that most humans only use about a small percentage or a very low amount of mind levels that we have access to, right? Or the current amount of mind access being used. So if this so-called low percentage of mind, right? If this so-called low percentage of mind or low perception of reality allows humans to take themselves out, i.e. suicide or, just suicidal type behaviors, because of this current low percentage that science says we're operating on the low percentage. And if you don't take yourself out, these people are living with the daily life of mental torment. So again, if they didn't take themselves out, they're living with daily torment. What would 100%? Because remember, we're not operating on 100%. So what would 100% of comprehension of depression? What would 100% of comprehension of low self-esteem feel like? What would that feel like? So sometimes we got to even count our blessings with our depression. We're not experiencing 100% of our comprehension of depression. We're not experiencing 100% of our comprehension of low self-esteem. So that's actually a good thing. Versus, man, we only using a small percentage of mind. What if mind is protecting our minds with the level of access that we have access to? So again, what would 100% of comprehension of depression, what would 100% of the comprehension of low self-esteem feel like? Something to think about. So, today's Sunday Bars topic is gaining, maintaining, and upgrading best self-confidence and best self-esteem. So you know how I like to start. Let's look at the definitions of the words in this topic title. All right, here we go. Gain definition: to obtain or secure something desired, favorable, or profitable. Increase the amount or rate of something, typically weight or speed. Gain. So I'll say that again. To obtain or secure something desired, favorable, or profitable. Increase the amount or rate of something, typically weight or speed. So typically, so it could be other things. Maintain definition. Maintain: to cause or enable a condition or a state of affairs to continue or to provide with necessities for life or existence. So again, maintain definition: cause or enable a condition or state of affairs to continue. To continue. So it was created, but it's maintained. Or to provide with necessities for life or existence. Upgrade definition: upgrade, to raise something to a higher standard, in particular, to improve by adding or replacing components. Upgrade. to raise something to a higher standard, and particularly to improve or by adding or replacing components. 3 more. And we're going straight into it. Best. The definition of best is of the most excellent, effective, or desirable type or quality, the highest degree, most, that which is most excellent, outstanding, desirable, as best. Confident, a feeling or self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. So again, a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's own appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. The feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. A firm trust. That's confidence. Last but not least, self-esteem. Confidence in one's own abilities or one's worth or self-respect. So self-esteem. Confidence in one's own worth or abilities. Self-respect. Now here we go. Again, today's Sunday Bars topic is gaining, maintaining, upgrading best self-confidence and best self-esteem. Let's work. Now here we go. Confidence is very easy to obtain. Confidence comes with your ability to do something good or better on a particular level. Better meaning that you should marry the process of your goals. So again, confidence comes with your ability to do something good or better on a particular level. Better meaning that you should marry the process of your goals. Marry the process of your goals versus marrying the attainment of your goals. Since no obtainment can happen without a processes. No S-curl. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the levels of confidence and self-esteem. Now, y'all got to really feel me on this. This is bars right here. There is no one level to confidence and self-esteem. This comes from knowing things well or good and being able to know well and do well. Being able to know and do things well happens during the process or journey. Being able to do things well happens during the process or journey. And there's a great chance that this phenomenon of knowing and doing things well may not happen at the beginning of new levels. Okay? Now, please pay attention to this one. This is the biggest one. Think about this. Everybody wants confidence and self-esteem. All right? Everybody wants confidence and self-esteem. Confidence and self-esteem is not a right. It's a privilege that must be earned. I'm going to say this again. I promise you. Confidence and self-esteem is not a right. It's a privilege that must be earned, maintained, and upgraded. One time, many times throughout your life. Dang, I got to upgrade it many times. Why do I have to upgrade it that many times, Jason? To properly combat the constant evolution of negativity, evil, depression, and all other dualities to your peace, obtainment, and fulfillment. Confidence and self-esteem is not a right. It's a privilege that must be earned, maintained, and upgraded many times throughout your life to properly combat the constant evolution of negativity, evil, depression, and all other dualities to your peace, to your obtainment, and to your fulfillment. Shout out to the people who just think self-esteem and confidence is just supposed to be your right because that public speaker told you. What type of confidence and self-esteem are you currently operating in? These are bars too. What type of confidence and self-esteem are you currently operating in? Here we go. If you are currently or if you are connecting your current confidence and self-esteem with your current environmental outcomes, which we usually always do, then which one of these mind realities of confidence and self-esteem are we currently operating in? Because again, you see, just look on social media. You can see everybody's confidence and self-esteem, and it can make you feel bad because you want to be confident in self-esteem. And this made me look at confidence and self-esteem different. Because which confidence and self-esteem are you? Let's take a look at the different forms of confidence and self-esteem. Watch this. Out of billions of options. So I'm not going to say all billion of them, but here are some pretty big ones that hopefully you can get. Because I get some of them, but I really got them the more I read over them. Here we go. Number one, best confidence and self-esteem. Babylon confidence and self-esteem. Wakanda confidence and self-esteem. Poor confidence and self-esteem. Comfortable confidence and self-esteem. Rich confidence and self-esteem. Healthy confidence and self-esteem. Sick confidence and self-esteem. Influence confidence and self-esteem. Wartime confidence and self-esteem. Peacetime confidence and self-esteem. Ignorant confidence and self-esteem. Toxic confidence and self-esteem. Hard work confidence and self-esteem. Lazy confidence and self-esteem. Revenge confidence and self-esteem. Real confidence and self-esteem. Feelings only confidence and self-esteem. Or 19, I just stopped at 19. There's a lot. But 19, true knowing of confidence and self-esteem. Let's pick true knowing of confidence and self-esteem. So let's go with knowing. The definition of knowing is showing or suggesting that one has knowledge or awareness that is secret or known to only a few people. It makes sense. So, does this mean that we should logically know that all confidence and self-esteem was not created equal? This is deep right here. Check this out, y'all. This is deep. Please check this out. Does this mean that we should logically know that all confidence and self-esteem was not created equally? Just like all men are not created equally? There is even superiority in the animal world. Some animals are created strong and some are created weak. Some are vicious and some are harmless. The universe was not equally created. There are lesser and greater in the whole of the creations. The universe was not equally created. There are lesser and greater in the whole of the creations. So, since confidence comes with your ability to do something, and self-esteem comes from confidence in one's own worth or abilities or self-respect, then all confidence and self-esteem was not and should not be created equal or equally. Inbox me if you want to go deeper into that particular lesson. But that's like, I promise you, it's something so deeper than what I even just said with that one. So, when you have time, look at the bad confidence or pride and the bad self-esteem or arrogance that blinds us to the aspects of life. I'm going to say this again. When you have time, take a look at the bad confidence or pride and the bad esteem or arrogance that blinds us in all aspects of life. If they are prideful towards you, if they are prideful towards you and arrogant towards you, then they may not love you. And if I'm wrong, Watch this. Watch this. They just prideful with me because they just trying to. Or if they just arrogant with me, they probably don't love you, because let's turn the table. How far would you let your pride and arrogance go with your children or your most cherished loved ones? Hopefully not that far, because you love them so much to let pride and arrogance win. Many people believe that pride and arrogance will never help you hear what a person means. I'm going to say this again. Many people believe that pride and arrogance will never help you hear what a person means. Well, I heard what they said. No. Pride and arrogance will never help you hear what a person means. Everybody is talking, but what do they mean? Pride and arrogance goes like this. They said, and why did they say that? What did they mean? Well, what they had said, well, what did they mean? What were they going through? What's going on in their life? What did they mean by that? Well, all I know is you don't know what they mean. Okay, got you. You're having conversations without knowing the meaning. You're having meaningless conversations. Cool. This touched my heart. And I'm telling y'all, I'm an equal opportunist. I talk crazy about men and women. This is just one about a teenage boy who came from a single parent home. He has very low confidence and esteem. He wrote me months ago, but this is what he stated. And again, this touched my heart. He said, today I told my mom how I was depressed every day. So I guess he's going through depression every day. So he said, I told my mom how I was depressed every day. He said the first thing and he's outside of my culture. He's not even in my culture. He said the first thing that she asked was I still able to do my job properly? And I was like, hold on. When you told your mom that you was going through depression, the first thing she said is, were you able to do your job properly to earn money? And he was like, yeah, to earn money. And I was like, okay, keep going. And then he said she suddenly switched the subject. I said, well, what's the subject? Well, my depression I'm going through every day. All I need is answers. All I need is answers, and I probably won't go through my depression every day. He said she suddenly switched the subject on her and how she too was severely depressed but overcame it all. And then she had to briefly walk away and take a call, not once acknowledging his depression. Due to this and years of toxic narcissism, we no longer talk. Then I thought to myself, I said, man, that's deep. And I asked him a question. And I said, well, can you answer this? And again, this is more of a, let's blame them more logically. If you're going to blame somebody logically. Have some just really go deep into what you're blaming somebody for. So here's the supreme question. I said, what if your mother, or what if many, many mothers are full of chemicals and are truly unaware of what they're doing? Hold on, I just lost somebody. Hold on, real quick. Well, I'm gonna go back to them once they come back on. Here we go. Okay, mute it. You're mute. Okay, I'm gonna redo this because I want you to hear this. No, seriously, I gotta. Okay, this young adult said, today I told my mom how depressed I was every day. He's going through depression every day. He said first thing that she said was, are you still able to do your job properly to earn money? And he said she suddenly switched the subject over to how she too was severely depressed but overcame it. And then she briefly had to walk away to take a call, not once acknowledging his depression. And he said, due to this and years of toxic narcissism, we no longer talk. So I said to him, I said, what if your mother, or what if, because again, he was telling me basically about his mother. And I said, well, what if, and again, what he was telling me about his mother fit with what I'm about to say next. I said, well, what if your mother and many other targeted mothers are full of chemicals and they're truly unaware of what they're doing? Or you're from the thought that she knows, no, my mom knows what she's doing. She's doing that on purpose. So I said, what side of the fence are you on? So he said, okay, break down this chemical theory you're talking about. I said, it's really not a theory. I said, okay, many mothers are walking around with at least 5 pounds of chemicals in and on their bodies. Chemicals from the air that they breathe, from the fluoride and lead in their water, to the chemicals in their fingernail polish, to the face products, to the makeup products, to the hair products, to the soaps and perfumes, to the foods, drinks, drugs, alcohols, lotions, pills, and medicines. You can't forget about the dopamine or energy or spirit or vibrational chemicals that comes from the real and fake praises. Oh, you so pretty. The fake praises that's coming from society. So that's some dopamine. And then you can't forget about the cyber dopamine or cyber chemicals that are being created by social media and other particular websites. So I'm going to say this again. From the chemicals in the air that they breathe, the fluoride and lead in their water, to the chemicals in their fingernail polish, to the face products, to the makeup products, to the hair products, to the soaps, to the perfumes, to the food, drinks, drugs, alcohols, lotions, pills, medicines, and the dopamine of fake, watch this, and real praises coming from everybody. Praise, 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 praise. On top of cyber praise, 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 dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. So when I say cyber, mental, energy, vibrational, spiritual, and physical levels, at least 5 pounds of some type of chemicals are being transferred and experienced by many single mothers. That's all, Jason? Nope, it's still one more thing. There ain't something else. On top of the daily obligations that can and does kick the butts of 2-parent households. Dang, hold on. So all that energy on top of the daily obligations that can and does kick the butts of 2-parent households. Yes. Oh, we should feel sorry for everybody. No, feel sorry for the people you need to feel sorry for, and for the rest of the people who believe in free will. And I'm not saying, again, everybody needs grace and mercy. I'm not talking about that. But we got to get better, so we got to analyze ourselves. So again, let's look at this from an analytical standpoint to get better. So let's put the critique glasses on. So would you agree that humans can create hell for themselves? I believe that. I believe humans can create hell for themselves. And then become masters of the same pains that they created for themselves. Humans can create hell for themselves and then become masters of the same pains that they created for themselves. And some of these same people will even brag about their abilities to stay strong in the same hells that they created or co-created for themselves to live in. I'm going to say this again. And some of the same people will even brag about their abilities to stay strong in the same hells that they created or co-created for themselves to live in. Jason, can you give me a scientific, because you sound like you're judging, and I don't want to sound like I'm judging, so I'll say Institutionalized is a term given to an inmate who has completely bought into the prison mentality. Their thoughts, speech, and actions will all portray someone who has been locked up for far too long. And just like the late Tupac Shakur said, you don't have to be in jail to be doing time. So at the end of the day, institutionalized is a term given to an inmate who has completely bought into the prison mentality. Their thoughts, speech, and actions all portray someone who has been locked up for too long. And like the late Tupac Shakur said again, you don't have to be in jail to be doing time. So a created hell kind of rhymes with the created cell, and the body's full of cells. So we can even create hell and jails in our bodies. We can create these cells in our bodies to be little jails through thought. Thought controls body, our mind. Mind over matter, M-O-M, M-O-M. Mind over matter. Your mind controls your body. Because how could the placebo work without mind? So, how to increase confidence and self-esteem through the logic of expertise progress. Expertise progress. Expertise progress. How to increase confidence and self-esteem through the logic of expertise progress. Throughout his book, Malcolm Gladwell repeatedly refers to the 10,000 hour rule, asserting that the key to achieving true expertise in any skill is simply a matter of practicing in the correct way for at least 10,000 hours, which is roughly about 10 years. So let's listen to some haters, because I was listening. I looked at all the haters of his book. I wanted to see the most reoccurring ones, and I only found two. Hater number one: this book is trash. I did it in 8,000 hours. Okay. Congrats. What if you're just really good? What if you didn't need 10,000 hours? What if you're a genius? What if the book wasn't trash and you just are really smart? The second hater: so I can practice for 10,000 hours and I could be as good as a shooter as Stephen Curry? And all I can say to that person is just stay in context, stay in context, stay in context, stay in context. My goodness. So we all are walking levels of confidence with the potential to get better, or even more options to decrease or make things worse. So you know how during the pandemic, everybody was looking at everybody like possibilities of getting sick. But we don't look at each other as possibilities of energy transfer or spiritual transfer. And if we do, what type of mask do we wear around those people? So we know there are at least two types of confidence and self-esteem. Now, again, there's a logical middle ground, but at least two types. And you will agree with me. Number one, mental illness confidence and mental illness self-esteem. There's a real mental illness confidence and mental illness self-esteem. I'm not looking at you. I can see you laughing. Number two, healed heart and mind confidence and healed heart and mind self-esteem. Because again, it's somebody, no, there's another, I just said a logical middle ground, but I said of this truth sandwich, because y'all all had a sandwich, right? So I'm just giving you the top and the bottom buns. It's probably billions of different ingredients, but the top one is mental illness confidence and mental illness self-esteem. And the second one is healed mind and heart, or healed mind and heart self-esteem, and healed mind and heart confidence. So, how can we keep our confidence and self-esteem at a level that works best for us? One possible way, now check this out. I might lose some people with this. But again, I'm going to bring you back with facts, not my opinion. One possible way that we could keep our confidence and self-esteem, keep it there. Think about it. I don't want it. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to pretend like I got it. I don't want to. I don't want it to be altered. I want to have confidence, and I want people to, I want it to stay there. I want it to. Here's one possible way, because again, everybody want to argue. No, I know another possible way. Here's one possible way that we could hypnotize high confidence and high self-esteem in ourselves. You heard me say it. Hypnotize ourselves. Ensuring that its presence staying longer in and around us. Can we hypnotize our muscles? Can we hypnotize our hair? Can we hypnotize our skin to look great all the time? Or should we keep best managing and maintaining? If we don't hypnotize our confidence, if we don't hypnotize our self-esteem, someone or something else will. How much you want to bet? That sounds spooky. I'm not hypnotizing myself. Okay, somebody else will. Cool. Okay, Jason, tell me the definition. You got me interested. What do you mean by hypnotize? Well, let's look at the definition. To dazzle or to overcome or to overcome by. So to dazzle or overcome by, as if by suggestion. And please look at suggestion. Suggestion definition is an ideal, or a plan put forward for consideration. Suggestion, an ideal or plan put forward for consideration. Now, you stay completely awake during hypnosis. Contrary to popular belief, hypnosis is a natural state of mind. It's not a form of sleep. It's you'll be able to hear, comprehend, and later remember, unless it's helpful. Watch this. Here's that word again. To have a suggestion to forget certain aspects. Number 2, the average person. Here we go. The average person experiences hypnosis. Watch this. At least twice a day. The average person experiences hypnosis at least twice a day. Here's some common examples. Have you ever arrived to your destination without remembering how you drove there? Have you ever did that? You know what you're doing. You on your way, and then for I don't care whatever little time frame you like. I'm here. Zoning out while you're reading a page of a book. Have you ever zoned out while you're reading a page of a book? And then you're like, oh, I'm reading a book. Where did I go? Where did I just go just now? Or becoming engrossed in the screen. That time just evaporates. So have you ever been on your phone and you just been so engrossed? And then you look up and you like, where has all the time been? Well, you've been hypnotized, sir or ma'am. You've been hypnotized. Number 3, hypnotized has been recognized since the 18th century. Now, again, it's probably been recognized longer than that. But I wanted to go with some mainstream facts because of the way I'm building with this. But Franz Mesmer is credited with bringing hypnosis to the attention of the public sometime around 1770. So again, hypnosis has been brought. I'm trying to look where it says with good intentions. It doesn't say hypnosis was brought with good intentions nowhere in my research. That's why I was researching that, because I wanted to be like, where was hypnosis to be used for the good of people? Where is that at? I couldn't find it. So I said, dang, let me look at some other points. So hypnosis can be used as an anesthetic. Hypnosis can be used for pain management. This can be done by removing the emotional experience of the pain while still allowing the sensory sensation. They said many women use this during childbirth. And childbirth can be painful, I heard. Number 5, stage hypnosis. This is the part where I think everybody thinks is spooky. Come up on stage and let me hypnotize you versus clinical hypnosis are very different. And not everyone is a candidate for come up on stage and let me heal you. Let me hypnotize you. Whatever you want to say it. Whatever you want to say it. But hypnosis. Number 6. Has a wide range of applications. Here we go. Watch this. This includes getting rid of fears, phobias, weight loss, negative memories, insomnia. You know how many people got insomnia? You know how many people got weight loss problems? Watch this. And quitting smoking, to name a few. I need a personal trainer because I can't hypnotize myself to make myself want to train. I can't sleep because everybody can't sleep. But what if you can hypnotize yourself to sleep? That's spooky. No, you're thinking about the stage hypnosis because they have a clinical hypnosis. And what if this stuff has already been done to you, you don't even know? I don't want to know. Therefore, I'll be more powerful and it can't nothing happen to me. Nah, you're probably being hypnotized. You probably don't even know it. So, here we go. We got another one. Number 7. Hypnosis can bring about memory loss if that is the intended goal. You can forget things. Hypnosis is all about, remember that word, suggestion. If the purpose of undergoing hypnotherapy is to forget negative memories, that can be achieved. Forgetting memories is only likely to happen, watch this, if that's the goal. And even if those memories can be brought back with further suggestion. So you can suggest it gone and suggest it back. I keep saying suggestion for a reason. I'm going to tell y'all this here in a little bit. So you can take control of your mind again. Because I'm telling you, it's being controlled. Your brain works differently while in a hypnotized state. Hypnosis allows the brain to bypass the conscious part of the mind. It turns off the desire to ask questions, what is this? And to take notes of its surroundings, of where am I at? You're not doing that. You're just there with the info. So again, it turns off your desire to ask questions and to take notes. So instead, the brain gains hyper-awareness, a state of being controlled, to being in control of your surroundings without consciously thinking about it. So you'll be able to sit up in your seat and you ain't gonna fall over and bust your head, but you're not there. 2 more. Hypnosis feels different in different people. People who have undergone hypnosis report different feelings while under. Some describe their experiences like falling asleep while the TV is on. I know a lot of people do that. I know a lot of y'all do that, fall asleep with the TV on, and nothing's happening to your mind while you're sleeping. While others report heavy, like a heavy feeling. Others use the word light or floating. Since we all internalize experiences differently, it makes sense that the feeling of hypnosis is different for each person. But you can hypnotize yourself. Ultimately, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So I'm going to say this again. I don't care if it's come up on stage. I don't care if it's clinical. It is all self-hypnosis. Let me tell you why. For example, say I was the doctor, the clinical doctor, or I was the stage person. If I told you to close your eyes, that's not me actually closing your eyes. That's you to close your eyes. I suggested it. You chose to follow the suggestions that I gave to you. Guess who set themselves up to be hypnotized? Do this, do this, do this. Sometimes you need to chill on the suggestions that are coming your way because it's a setup to go under. Maybe, maybe not. So to take that a little further, if you learn the key elements of successful hypnosis session, then you can create your own session that actually works best for you. So again, instead of crying about going to work out and crying about this and crying about that, why don't you suggest it according to the definition and the ideal or plan put forward for consideration versus killing it? So I'm going to close it there. Thank you for joining me for another Sunday Bars. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully y'all did. I am going to stop it for Q&A.
Recording stopped.
And everybody, thank y'all for joining me live. Peace and love.